Join me with welcoming Muhammad Ismani, Stel Movain, Muhammad Ismani.
July 1st, 2014 marked as the last day for me as an employee. Mr. Toastmaster remembers and distinguished guests in that day or a month earlier, I decided to fire my boss. I have invested in some of the projects in Bucharest and Japan in 2010, and in 2014 I started to harvest a good amount that made me easily make that decision to quit the job. Even I have worked with Procter & Gamble, one of the greatest companies in the world, and so many people dream to work with Procter & Gamble as a position, as I held, as progressive maintenance systems leader, which equivalent here in Jordan as maintenance manager or maintenance director. But I decided that I no longer need to be an employee and work for anyone in my life. I quit, I packed my furniture and moved to Jordan, moved home, where I started establishing businesses here in Jordan. And I started with something in my field, with telecommunications, but I went to the soft job, not the industrial and manufacturing. I went to work with the TRC, Telecommunication Regulatory Commission here in Jordan, representing the manufacturers, the foreign manufacturers like HPE, HPI, Dell, and these manufacturers of telecommunications devices. And things went well with many projects I held here in Jordan. And after that, in 2018, I established another business in retail with the cosmetics and women products and something like that. And in that year, at the end of that year, I got the news from Bucharest that we lost the investment I had started in 2010. I lost it in 2010. So I decided to expand the type approval company that working with TRC and went to Kuwait, established an office to represent other companies in Kuwait, and went to Dubai in 2020 in January and established an office there. And get the news that everything is going to collapse again with the coronavirus. So I went back to Jordan in March 2020. Went home because as far as I remember, it was the last flight that landed in Jordan before the lockdown, March 2020. So I went straight home. I stayed home for 4 months, I believe, because the retail business is closed, the type approval is closed, and the offices outside is closed, and I have nothing to do. So I stayed home for almost 4 to 5 months. I panicked a lot, and I started immediately to search for quick fix approaches. I went to my family, went to friends that I need your help, I need to do that, I need to do this. And what can I do to support my family? What can I do to support my businesses? I don't know what to do. I have the abilities, I have rent to pay, I have everything that I cannot handle at the time. And I have a newborn baby girl and everything is going out of control. So I don't know what to do. And the quick fix approaches made the problem deep. Because in almost every case, somebody just lent me some money. I went to my friend here, a few thousand. I went to my family here, a few thousand, just to cover the expenses during that period. And I didn't know that this kind of fix or this kind of help will put me deep into problems later on. Because I couldn't do any more or reopen the retail business. And the type approval company with the TRC had some struggles, not because of me now, but because of the new GDPR of the Jordan that they updated to be accordingly simultaneously working with Europe. So I couldn't do anything either. And I started to go deep in the debts for everything. And because of that, I even lost my car recently, a few months ago. I sold it to just pay a loan I was getting from my friends in 2012. I'm struggling since then. I had many panic attacks, barely heart attacks sometimes. It's affected my relationships with my family, my friends. It's affected that the way I see and the way I look at the world. I couldn't think properly to solve my problems. And I worked everything. I tried everything since then. Until my friend here, Zuhair, here, called me last September and said, hey, what are you doing? He said, I'm struggling. What I'm doing? I'm struggling. He said, I need a project with the school. We need as a trainer to train some students. I said, okay, I'm in. I joined them immediately, joined the team. Later on, I found that he didn't need me, but he was trying to help me as his friend did to him. If you heard the speech last week, he did the same. And I realized that last week. So I'm working on myself since then. I'm not going just sitting down, nothing to do. But I found that this struggle and this crisis that happened to me, to realize something very important. Even if I'm not having any crisis now or in the future, I will not look any more for only quick fix approaches for deep problems. Very painful problems cannot be solved with only quick approaches. We need to do something more deep and dig into the root of the problem and avoid sometimes these kind of help, because these kind of helps may drown you more to the problem, and you cannot be free from them until further notice. Still struggling, but I'm still moving, and that's the most important. And I just urge you all to think about any struggle, any problem, any issue with anything in your life, in any area of your life, with your friends, work, family, anything in your life. Don't go straight to the quick fix approach. Go deep to the root and keep moving. Thank you.
The world ends, sun shines.